Hello everyone, welcome to our presentation on our ethnographic research on Boulder Public Library. My name is Himaja and my teammates are Sahil, Rudra, Vaishnavi and Jyotish. On March 11, 2023, we conducted observations of the area for over 2 hours during the weekend, starting from 1:30 p.m. till 3:30 p.m. Throughout the 2-hour observation period, we utilized various data collection methods such as participant observations, field notes, pictures, videos, and voice notes. Today, we will present our data collection methods, findings on the different zones in the library, and how people interact with them. We will also discuss the implications of our findings and provide recommendations for improving the library experience. Our goal was to examine all the ways in which a public space becomes a place and its informatics, including artifacts, layout, human movement, behavior, rules, and norms. While observing and taking notes in the library, we noticed a diverse group of people ranging from children to seniors. Our findings shed light on the strengths and weaknesses of different library zones, enabling us to make informed decisions on enhancing the visitor experience. These observations offer valuable insights into enhancing public spaces to better serve people's needs.
Before the field study, we carefully considered the research questions that we are going to focus on. What makes Boulder Public Library a place? What are the informatics of this place? And what recommendations can we offer to improve a space? After that, we decided to divide the library into 5 zones that we believe to be a suitable approach to addressing our research objectives. Also, we decided to switch places with another group member after 90 minutes so that we could gain different observations too. We finalized the different zones based on the potential to provide valuable insights towards our research goals. The 5 designated zones are as follows. Zone 1 being the main entrance, Zone 2 the children's section, Zone 3 the cafeteria, Zone 4 being student study area, and art gallery being Zone 5. To ensure that we gain comprehensive observational insights, we have divided the zones equally and fairly among team members. This allowed for an efficient and effective data collection process, ultimately enabling us to draw meaningful conclusions from our research. The types of data we collect include field notes. We took notes that describe interactions between participants in the study, as well as our observations and reflections on these interactions. We took pictures of the physical space, the participants, objects, and artifacts that are relevant to our research questions. We recorded audio notes and interviews with participants to capture their thoughts and experiences in their own words. We transcribed these recordings and added them to the notes. We created spatial maps of the area being studied and also used maps from the library's website to help us understand spatial relationships between participants and other relevant features. We also recorded short clips of our zone to provide a visual representation of the physical infrastructure. We collected diverse sets of data to obtain a multifaceted understanding of the library's user experience.
We had a large amount of data collected, so we chose affinity mapping as our data analysis method. Affinity mapping can help in visually organizing complex data to help us find patterns, relationships, gaps, and similarities which might not have been apparent otherwise. Affinity mapping is particularly useful in situations where there are many diverse perspectives that need to be synthesized. From our individual data collection, we noted our observations from different zones on the sticky notes. This is our step 1 of affinity mapping. It is easier to do this on the Miro rather than doing it physically, as we were able to add tags. These tags helped us identify the observations in different zones, which we were useful in generating categories in the next steps. As we discussed our data, we found there are some common themes across the board. For our step 2, we generated 25 subcategories based on these themes like seating, digital interactions, aesthetics, lighting, technology, etc., and a miscellaneous category which held the observations which didn't fit into the other categories. To simplify the analysis, in our third step, we grouped the subcategories into 7 supercategories such as physical infrastructure, navigation and informatics, audio and visual elements, digital resources and tools, accessible features and services, user experience and behavior, local and regional inclusiveness. The advantage of doing our data analysis using affinity mapping is that it helps us prioritize and focus by identifying the most important themes or issues. Due to the large amount of data that goes into affinity mapping, its disadvantage is that it is very time consuming. Now that we all had our data categorized, we move on to our next step of data analysis, generating insights.
Insights of fieldwork. We initiated our exploration of data analysis and reduction processes to obtain valuable insights. We analyzed these insights to address our research questions and study objectives. We classified them into categories and we further classified them into sections that are displayed below. We provided points on these sections to provide you more context on how we sorted them. As I'm showing you, we sorted all the insights into category sections and we further sorted them into sections, like things that worked well, things that could be better. And now we are going to discuss how Insight answered our core research questions. We started to notice that insights that answers our core research questions, so we established a system for recording our insights to ensure that we captured all relevant information accurately. We employed a rigorous evaluation process to identify the insights that best aligned with our research questions and objectives. We then categorized these insights based on the relevance and importance and ranked them accordingly. So for our first research question, what makes this space a place? Things like physical infrastructure, audiovisual elements, digital rules and tools, user experience and behavior, local inclusiveness provides a uniqueness to the place. For our second research question, what are the informatics of the place? We noticed many points like signage, communication through phone or email, self-service for checkout, information provided on outdoor installation, advanced technology used to recreate the sound. These are the informatics that are found in this place. We further found insights that we can craft recommendations from. The initial observation underscores the preference for natural light and scenic views, which could potentially influence the position of seating arrangements. Both observations converge on the central theme, interrelation between seating and its impact on patrons' library experience. We identified such insights as valuable inputs for recommendation. We started grouping these insights. This approach facilitated the conversion of insights obtained from each category into meaningful recommendations. As you can see, we categorize the insights that we can craft recommendations from.
As we conclude to the key part of a presentation of ethnographic research study at the Boulder Public Library, we'd like to show some of our final recommendations for improving the library's services and spaces. We believe that these recommendations can help the library better serve its users and meet the evolving needs of the community. We started off with creating recommendations based on different aspects like physical infrastructure and navigation and informatics and digital resources and tools, audio and visual elements, and accessible features and services, and user experience and behavior, and local and regional inclusiveness. For each of these categories, we thought about ideas what could be added and what could be removed or converted, or which of these design principles we could apply to a different space. So these are our top recommendations from the informatics point of view. The recommendation 1 is creating a chatbot or a mobile app for information on library services to improve communication and provide guidance to visitors. Add more signage and directions throughout the building, including digital signage and floor plans that can also be accessed through the library's website or mobile app. Install additional charging stations throughout the space, making it easier for patrons to charge their devices and use their digital displays to provide information on location of charging stations. Digital seating maps could be implemented on the library's website to help patrons find available seats and monitor occupancy. And also we wanted to add recommendations to improve the seating chairs that we have, because the ones that they currently had looked really uncomfortable. Study and meeting rooms could be a digital device could be added to the study and meeting rooms, which could show the availability of the meeting room and also the status. And we also wanted to add a recommendation which includes implementation of the digital menus at the Boulder Public Library cafeteria, which has several benefits for both customers and the cafeteria itself. Some of the ways in which digital menus can be helpful are improved accessibility, faster updates, better customer engagement for the children to understand what the food looks like. And also digital menus can help collect data on customer preferences and behavior which can help the cafeteria make more informed decisions about menu, items, and pricing. Here are a few more recommendations that we thought would be great addition to the library, like creating instructional videos that demonstrate how to use various services and equipment at the library, and also making them available on the library website and on the digital screens within the library. To promote environmental awareness and education, the library can provide more information on the outdoor space and their impact on the environment. This can include information on the materials used, the environmental benefits, and any community involvement in the installation process. Develop interactive maps to provide visual representation of the library, making it easier for patrons to recognize this zone and navigate the library. We also thought that it would be a great idea to use heat maps to analyze the foot traffic patterns and provide insights into visitor behavior. This can help us identify the most utilized and underutilized areas, and through which we can provide improvements. So the Boulder Public Library had a return section, which let the customer conveniently return any books without entering the building. So this principle of convenience could be applied to other public spaces like grocery stores or malls. By placing return items near the entrance of the store, consumers can easily return items without having to navigate throughout the store. This placement could particularly be useful for customers who are in a hurry to have mobility issues. Overall, by taking inspiration from the efficient and convenient return system in Boulder Public Library, stores can improve the customer experience and reduce the time and effort required for customers to complete transactions.
So here's one example of an ethnographic process based on our findings and analysis on how an initial observation led to a final recommendation. So some of the observations are a mom explaining the menu to her kid, a person clicked a picture of the menu and walked away. A solution to that is implementing digital menus at the Boulder Public Library cafeteria can have several benefits for both customers and the cafeteria itself. Some of the ways in which digital menus can be helpful are improved accessibility, faster updates, better customer engagement for children to understand. Digital menus can also connect data on customer preferences and behavior, which can help the cafeteria make more informed decisions about menu items and pricing. Overall, we believe that these recommendations can help the Boulder Public Library better serve its users and meet the evolving needs of the community. Thank you for watching.